Welcome to Jazz Time. JazzTime.com is an online store that buys, sells, and trades authentic luxury watches. We make these videos so you can easily choose the best watch for yourself in the comfort of your own home. We offer the lowest prices anywhere online, and if you'd like to know the price, simply click the links in the description below. We greatly appreciate if you buy your next watch from us at JazzTime.com. Today, we'll be talking about Cartier's Santos De Cartier extra large chronograph made with steel and ADLC, interchangeable leather and rubber bracelets, model number WSSA0017. For history on this timepiece, refer to the other extra large chronograph video we made earlier, model number W2SA0008, which is also available on our website at jazztime.com. As a summary, the famous Brazilian aviator Alberto Santos Dumont needed a way to time his flights in Paris, and being friends with Louis Cartier, he was actually able to get his wish to replace his pocket watch. And Cartier designed and created the first men's aviation wristwatch as a result, and all of the Santos de Cartier models have essentially kept the same form and function. But small improvements over time, each model a reference back to the original model that was used and popularized by Santos Dumont himself at the beginning of the 20th century. We'll be talking about the case, the bezel, dial, movement, and bracelet, and I'll be giving you my thoughts throughout the video. This case is 43.3 millimeters in width, made of stainless steel for strength and durability, along with ADLC, or amorphous diamond-like carbon, as you can see in this textured satin finished black on the bezel here especially. If the camera will focus. There we go. Yeah, so that's the ADLC, a very, very durable, smooth, extremely smooth texture there. It's also highly elastic, extremely hard, maintains that smoothness, all allowing it to be almost completely scratch resistant and also fingerprint proof. So, an exceptional bezel material. This case is 12.5 millimeters thick, 51 and a half millimeters from lug to lug, housing the automatic movement and encasing the dial with a square form with rounded angles. Note that the curvature of the watch and downward slope of the lugs, which are designed to ergonomically fit better on smaller wrists, despite the large size of the watch casing. The 7-sided winding crown with a faceted dark synthetic spindle, when set directly against the case, ensures a waterproofness down to 10 bar or 100 meters or 330 feet under below sea level. The bezel follows the form of the case, outlining the dial with a square and establishing its rounded corners. There are 8 exposed screws centered within the bezel, keeping the classic look that Cartier had designed just for Santos Dumont himself. The dial on this model is a satin brushed silver surrounding black steel sword shaped hands with luminescence for ease of reading in the dark. And we can demonstrate that right now. We turn the lights out. All right, and there you go. There's luminescence on the hands, both the minute and hour hand, chrono hand, small seconds hand, chrono hands within the subdials, and they're also tiny, tiny, tiny index marks for the hours in case you really cannot see. All right, and turning the lights back on. All right, there we go. There's seemingly italicized Roman numeral markers going all the way around the dial, pulling themselves around the dial to give that distinctive look that extends beyond simple function. It has that very nice, almost Art Deco type of aesthetic to them. There's a small seconds dial at the 6 o'clock position, as well as a date. And while we're here, if you take a look at the 7, Cartier have very nicely integrated their brand name into the 7. If I zoom in really closely there, you can see it very, very closely. Yeah. Now, here's what Santos Dumont would have loved to use in his flights, the chronograph function. There are 2 more subdials at the 3 and 9 positions, measuring 30-minute intervals and 12-hour intervals, respectively. So, keep in mind that this watch was at a stop, so getting it wound up there, we can demonstrate the chrono function There's a start and stop switch on the left side of the body, which allows the large chrono hand to move around. And once it reaches a full revolution, it ticks up on the 3 o'clock chrono side, which measures 30-minute intervals. And should you reach an hour, it will tick up on the 9 o'clock side, which measures up to 12-hour intervals. All right, and to stop it, simply press it again. Note that it stopped. And you can actually reset by pressing the crown inward. All right. And while we're on the crown, we can also demonstrate its functions. It's actually already at a default position, which allows you to wind the watch. Very handy, and there's no need to screw it in, so there are no threads to, there's no fear of damaging any threads when screwing this crown. Pull it out to the next position, and okay, hold on. There we go. Pull out to the next position, and you can rotate it clockwise to advance the date window at the 6 o'clock position. Now, granted, it will take almost a full revolution of that spindle, that little crown, to advance the date forward. So if you're a time traveler, hopefully you're not that fast of a time traveler, otherwise you'd be stuck here rotating this thing for quite a bit. All right, pull out to the final position. Note that the seconds has stopped, and you can now move the minute hand for precise timekeeping. Very handy. All right, and perhaps the most important part of this watch that allows for all of this to work is its movement. Specifically for chronographs, it is the 1904-1904 CH-MC, manufactured Cartier, with an internal diameter of 25.6 millimeters, a frequency of 28,800 vibrations per hour, or 4 hertz, consisting of 35 joules and self-winding column wheel operated chronograph movement with small seconds and date, introduced in 2012. Note that if you want to maintain a large center seconds hand by running the chronograph alongside the small seconds, you absolutely can. The vertical clutch within does not add any extra friction or wear and tear within, so there's absolutely zero harm in doing so. It has 11.5 lines to ensure chronometric precision and 2 barrels to allow the mainspring torque to stay precise over long periods of time. The bidirectional winding system ensures that the oscillating weight automatically winds the movement regardless of its direction of travel. The power reserve is only 48 hours, but I doubt you would want to set this timepiece down for more than a couple days. All right, now moving out onto the strap here, it's made of black rubber with a thickness starting from the base that incorporates these wave patterns, as well as maintaining those screws from the bezel, giving that regular sense of rhythm and integration into the case body itself. And going down the straps, there's a noticeable taper and thinning of this rubber to ensure a snug fit on wrists of any size. There's also a single-sided deployment clasp, which is a fold over that allows the excess strap to actually stay on your wrist side to maintain that smooth integration and not allow the excess of the strap to stick out or catch on a suit cuff. The clasp also has a double button deployment system, as you can see here, as a safety precaution, so there's no fear of accidentally bumping something and having your watch fall off of your wrist. All right, and now that we have it on my wrist, I can give you some of my thoughts. It is actually rather large. Note that the chrono pusher is on the left side of the case and makes this a very attractive option since there are no extra pushers on the crown side. Simply press the chrono button with your thumb, reset with your index. Feels very nice. And instead of having 2 buttons sandwiching the crown and potentially getting in the way of time setting, the single chrono pusher and the reset built into the crown makes this a very simple and therefore elegant design in aesthetics and practice. So who is this watch for? Well, I would say for the same sort of person who likes the WSSA0017 in the extra large with the yellow gold. Basically, think of the original reason why this was created: to keep track of time intervals. How long will it take you to reach your destination? What was your average speed the entire time? This timepiece combines both the legacy of Santos de Cartier himself, as well as that of Cartier's engineering with luxurious presentation and precision. So, are you up for the challenge? And enough of what I think. What do you think about this watch? let us know down in the comments below. And if you learned something from this video, be sure to leave a like, as it really helps out our channel. If you learned absolutely nothing from this video, hit that dislike button twice. And be sure to share this video with anybody looking for the next launch. And be sure to subscribe, hit that bell notification so you can be notified when we go live with another video. And don't forget, if you want this or any other watch, be sure to place your order right now at jazztime.com. Links in the description below.
If you want to find out more about the watch you just saw in the video, you can just click below on Show More to see the full description. Then you can check the link next to model as seen in video, click on it and you will get to the proper page where you can see all the details. If you're watching on a mobile phone, you have to click on the arrow down on the right hand side below the video to see the full description. If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up. If you would like to share this video with your friends, you can use the share button below and share it on any platform you like. If you have questions, constructive feedback, want to tell us about some mistakes or misspeaks, just write a comment below. If you want to see more videos like this, you should subscribe to our channel and visit our channel page where you can find all the videos. And if you're interested in a specific watch brand, you can check out our playlists. If you want to check the price for a watch or want to buy one, remember at jazztime.com you always get a steep discount, so you should check the prices with us. If you want to know the price for a specific watch, just go to Google, type in JazzTime, plus the brand, model and the details you're interested in, and Google will find the right page for you. Thank you for watching.